Greetings, my noble knights, it is I, Blaze Templar, and we actually do have something kind of interesting. One of my Discord members decided to drop in a link to a bunch of Joey Pokeaim MT's teams, and you know what? I figured, why don't we take a look, see what he's got, see what we can do with some of his teams, just because I do respect him as a battler. I have battled him before. In the past, and he's quite the skilled battler, and I'm sure he's got some interesting teams, to say the least. I think that's the right password, yeah. I've got like 5 or 6 dozen different passwords, and I try to keep them all memorized. It's a pain in the neck. So, for this, we're going to make a little bit of a mini-series of Blaze testing Pokeaim teams, see what they can do, and it looks like he's got a lot of them. I think they said there were like 3,500 of them. I will try to leave a link in the description below for each of those videos, or each of those teams. And yeah, and I'm actually playing on my tower because when I saw how many teams that were going to be loaded, I went, nope, there's no way my Chromebook could handle that. Plus, I can record better on my tower anyway, so you know what? Let's just see. What he's got. Okay, what looks like a lot of fun to start with? Stall breaking sand balance, Hugo? That sounds kind of entertaining. Dragon offense? I can see that with the Kingdra, the Haxorus, and the Garchomp. That actually looks like a lot of fun. I'm a big fan of Haxorus. I haven't really used it in a long time. It actually dropped to like UU or RU, I think. I think it's UU. So, I haven't used it in a long time. Lando T, kind of a nice thing. Jirachi, I haven't used that in a while. But it might make more sense to start at the very bottom and work our way up. And I don't know, this time I'm going to actually look at the teams before I use them. But if you kind of like the idea of me just grabbing one of Joey's teams and trying to work with it, see what it's got, let me know. Hypnosis, Ice Beam, Hydro Pump, and Psychic. Wide Lens. I'm glad you have Wide Lens because there's no way I'd want to run a Hypnosis otherwise. He's got an interesting stat spread. I guess that's to for some key threats. What's that speed? 211? What is that exactly outspeed? I know he's got to have a reason for it, but, you know. Okay, slow. Ferrothorn, 248 with 40 defense. Rest and special defense. Special defensive wall with some defensive investments. Okay. Stealth Rock, Spikes, Knockoff, and Gyro Ball. Wow, that is actually quite an interesting set. I'm a little surprised that there's no Leech Seed there, but Spikes and Stealth Rock is quite nice. Rapid Spin, Earthquake, Excadrill, not bad. I'm not a big fan of running more of a, you know, rapid spinning Excadrill, but it does have some good use. Latios. Okay, that makes sense as well. Draco. Gotta drop your Dracos, Joey. Dang, damn it. Dragon Pulse. Oh, mixed dual stab there. Okay. Surf and Sleep Top. Oh, I like it. I like that. That is a nice play. Okay, I can get behind that. Hurricane, Superpower, Hidden Power, Grass, and Tailwind. That is kind of nifty. Hydro Pump, Secret Sword, Surf, and Hidden Power Ice. I don't think you have any fire attacks whatsoever on this team, which I'm not the biggest fan of lacking any fire attacks at all, but I could see it working. Not really any rock either outside of Stealth Rock, so those are a couple of interesting elements I will have to keep in mind. Looking at this team, I think a fast fairy type that outspeeds Excadrill would probably be the biggest threat to my team, especially if it has like Hidden Power Fire and high special attack. I'm thinking Mega Diancie could pose some problems. Outside of that, I really quite like this team. It's got some really cool things. That Tailwind is just mean, though. Okay, so we're going to try Exa Broken. OU. Holy smokes, there's so many there. Assuming I can find it, Exa Broken. And, of course, I can't just type it in. H-I-J-K. Well, One moment while I try to hunt this team down. So, confession time. Finding that team actually proved to be quite annoying. Anyway, we're going to go ahead. I did have a battle where I was not really sure what I was doing with the team, and let Excadrill kind of walk over me, and then let a Salamence finish it with the Flying EMZ. So, I was playing terribly, so yeah, didn't think you wanted to watch just how bad that was going. Yeah, Galvantula is probably going to be his lead. It can get its Sticky Web off really quick. That or Incineroar slash Ferrothorn. Honestly, Tyranitar does pretty well, but I think Heatrans are better. Yeah, Greninja comes in, though. Okay, so my prediction of it being the Galvantula proves wrong, but we're going to protect, see what he wants to go for. He's just going to go straight for the Hydro Pump. It's Ash Greninja, obviously. We can just hard switch into Tapu Fini here. As the Galvantula comes in, a little bit unfortunate. I should have just stayed, but we could taunt, or we could Moonblast. I think we actually go ahead and pull the hard back into Heatran. As he goes for the Thunder, decent damage, and now we can Magma Storm. So get a potential trap off so we can get a safe switch. That's one of the nice things about it. Volt Switch, gonna hit, do some decent damage. That's okay. In comes Incineroar. We're gonna trap it with the Mist Magma Storm. I had the same thing happen with Nature's Madness. There's a reason why I don't run these kinds of moves most of the time. Oh, that is unfortunate. But yeah, at this point, I'm just going to get the rocks up. I need to get some rocks going, I guess. That is just, oh, very unfortunate, though. Very depressing, that. Anyway, Stealth Rock goes up. And we go into Heatran, obviously. He's probably going to want to set up his... he's going to just go straight for the Gyro Ball. Okay. Well, we're going to Magma Storm again, and hopefully we hit it this time. That would be nice. Oh, that was unfortunate. And we missed another... Are you kidding? Another Magma Storm miss? Oh, that is unfortunate. Go for a third. Maybe we'll hit one of these eventually. Can you see why I don't run Magma Storm? No, of course I don't hit it. Why would I ever hit a Magma Storm? Oh, that is depressing. Oh, that is so depressing. 3 Magma Storms in a row missed. That is just sad. Magma Storm. I'm curious. 75% accurate. You'd think I'd hit one of them eventually. It's more accurate than Focus Miss. Earthquake, not really going to do that much. And I could just go for the default, get rid of the rocks, but I think rocks help me more than him, and we're just going to Nature's Madness as the Ferrothorn comes in. Just halve his health. And that's exactly what happens. We could taunt. I think we taunt here, predicting him to want to set up spikes or something. Oh, just Gyro Ball. Okay, that's fine. A little bit annoying, but, you know, things like that happen. Anyway, we're going to try again with our Magma Storm. Maybe one of these days we'll get a Magma Storm off. That'd be nice. Oh, man. Maybe one of these days. Gardevoir comes in. It's going to eat a Magma Storm, and we finally hit one. Hallelujah. I'm a little surprised we actually hit that, considering how poorly we've been having on the luck that way. I could protect, or I could Earth Power. I'm going to protect, kind of predicting him to want to go for the Focus Miss. Oh, just Psychic. Okay. We're going to Earth Power this time. We can take Psychics all day. And take out the Gardevoir. We've gotten rid of his Mega. And Heatran is still doing okay. I mean, sure, I missed a dozen and a half Magma Storms, but we are going to protect this turn. just get some more health recovery as he sets up the sticky web. A little bit annoying, but it could be worse. We will Magma Storm this time. If he thunders and KOs, that's fine. It's a little annoying, but whatever. I think we just go for the Supersonic. As Incineroar comes in, we're just going to go straight for that Supersonic Sky Strike. Incineroar getting knocked out would be handy. Doesn't quite do it, but it comes close. And now the Fake Out is obvious, but I don't really have anything that wants to switch in. And now I can go for the Earthquake again, take out the Incineroar. That puts us in a slightly better position. Greninja is obviously a problem, but I don't mind it as much as some of the other things. I think we go Scissor. And he's got Sticky Web and Gyro Ball. I don't understand why you run that mix. But he did, so that's what happens there. We'll Mega and just go straight for the U-turn. Gyro Ball is likely, but I do kind of want to get rid of these hazards. And with the speed drop, Gyro Ball will not take us out. So we're fine there, and we're still faster, so we can just go straight for a Defog. Let him knock out my Tapu. That's fine right now. We're just getting rid of the hazards. And Ferrothorn is still a bit of an issue, obviously, but at the same time, I think just clearing those hazards was more important, because then I can bring in my Scarf Kyurem and go for basically whatever I feel like. In this case, I think it would be Earth Power? Yeah. That did actually nothing. Okay, fair enough. I kind of thought it would do a little more than that. He must be running a lot of special defense investment. We are going to fly, avoid that Toxic, so we know it's full set now. I just was kind of curious. I do not like Fly Lando T, to be honest, but, you know, that's kind of whatever rocks your boat kind of thing. But at this point, we're going to set up our own rocks. Getting them back up would be good. Yeah, that was a good point to get the rocks up. And he's going to be able to take us out here. I don't really want to switch anything in. He's going to miss the Hydro Pump. I went for Smackdown, kind of just accepting that I was going to get knocked out. But, okay. Well, Earthquake this time. I really have no... Yeah, and Water Shuriken. Makes sense. Ash Greninja, of course. But now we can go into Kyurem and threaten with it. We will Fusion Bolt. I know that Ferrothorn is still there, but Galvantula won't appreciate taking repeated Fusion Bolts. And since we do have the Scarf, we will outspeed, take out the Galvantula, meaning we don't have to worry about Sticky Web anymore. That is kind of handy. I haven't really had a chance to use Tyranitar this game, which is a bit unfortunate, but, you know. In comes the Como-O. That is actually a problem. Bulletproof could be a issue as well. He's going to go for the Klinger Soul Blaze. That's going to leave up, and he crit me. And he literally crit me. We're just going to go for the Volt Punch. I'm pretty sure that it won't kill, but with 4 HP, I really had no other options. I have to hope I outspeed. I just kind of have to hope that that's the case in this point, and go for the Ice Beam. Yeah, we take it out with the Ice Beam. Ferrothorn is still an issue. That's why I went for the Ice Beam instead of the Outrage. Greninja can come in, of course, but he's going to go into Ferrothorn, and that's why I locked myself into Ice Beam instead. And that's actually a 2-hit KO. Even at... Okay, not after the Leech Seed plus leftovers. That's unfortunate. I need to keep Kyurem, though, because it actually will take out the Greninja. So Tyranitar is going to come in as he does his shenanigans, which in this case is a Toxic. a little bit obnoxious that, but at the same time, we can just go straight for the crunch. Yeah, we're going to crunch it. Take it out. Choice Band Tyranitar coming through. Man, that thing hits just so nice on the attack stats. It just hits so hard. Let's leave it at that. It just hits incredibly hard. And wait a second. Did I? Oh, I have 2% HP left. Oh, and it doesn't even matter because he missed the Hydro Pump. So that kind of makes up for a lot of those misses at the end there. Holy smokes. That was kind of ridiculous how many misses I had. But, oh, him missing 2 Hydro Pumps does make me feel a little better about it. I mean, getting crit with the Clangorous Soul Blaze did hurt, but I don't think it mattered that much. So, yeah, it was a little annoying, but hey. It is a cool team. I didn't use Tyranitar there, mostly because everything there looks like it threatens just Banded Tyranitar so hardcore. It's kind of scary. Incineroar has its fake out shenanigans, and it could weaken me over time. I mean, obviously Tyranitar does pretty decent there. Galvantula has the Bug Buzz. That has Earthquake almost all the time, besides Clanging Scales. Ferrothorn is Ferrothorn, and Gyro Ball hits incredibly hard. I didn't have anything to hit it back terribly hard except Crunch. Gardevoir has the fairy moves like Moonblast, etc. Greninja, it has water moves and Hydro Pump. And so, yeah. And, of course, Como has Fighting, which I'm 4 times weak to. So I didn't really see a very good opportunity for Tyranitar, but he still did okay. So I got to give him that. Anyway, I'm going to have that be today's video. And we will have it put together and up on YouTube so you guys can enjoy. And if you like this idea of a series of me trying out these kind of randomized teams, if you will, where I have no idea what I'm doing with them except for the basics, just a glance over and go, okay, I kind of get an idea of what I'm doing with this. I've never used it before, but I can see it work. Let me know. And actually doing things like that can help you improve as a battler because you have to kind of think on the fly. So, yeah, there's that. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here, and I'll see you on the next Pokemon Showdown video. Goodbye.